Hi everyone, Ali Akbarian, your resident road safety expert from Mobility Engineering, back again for another Q&A. Thank you very much for tuning in for the Q&A, I guess, and sending in your questions. And also, like we say with our flag up here, hit that subscribe button, help us get to that 10,000 subscriber mark, and we'll evolve even further and get you even more stuff. Okay, so today's question is around the Be First restraint by Britax Safe and Sound. This is quite a new restraint. We've spoken about it a little bit on previous videos, and a lot of questions keep coming up with it because it is a new technology. It's a new way of fitting restraints. And so we're just going to cover one of the questions that's come up quite commonly, and that is basically using the seatbelt to install it, which is how you install it, and how tight you've got to have it. So the question is, how firm should I put the seatbelt on when I'm fitting this Be First? So I'll give you the context behind it. When we fit baby seats, and we've got other videos around that, basically when you fit the baby seat, you need to make sure that when you shake the baby seat, it kind of shakes the whole car and it becomes an integral part of the car. It basically it's firm enough so it feels like it's part of the car. We're not talking firm so it's like distorted and all this extra weight on it. It's basically so it feels like when I shake it, it's kind of locked into the car, right? And I can start to feel that vibration in the car. I still might have a little bit of shimmying movement, that's okay, as long as it kind of feels like it's integrated into the car, right? So we're just going to hit the brakes on this as well as we're moving around it. So in this particular product though, it's quite unique because normally when I'm fitting a baby seat and I'm teaching people how to fit a baby seat or a restraint, by the way, baby seat, disability restraint, child car seat, they all fit under basically a similar umbrella when it comes to fitting and using and installing. The only differences is the application for the users and the occupants. But in terms of what we're covering today, it can actually cover for disability restraints as well as child restraints and so on. So we'll call them car seats for the purpose of this video. So yeah, when we're installing the car seat, we'd run the seatbelt through and we get it nice and tight. However, if we did that with this product, it won't fit because this product has got a self-tightening mechanism within it. So the way this product works is I switch this at the front there and I open that up like so. So I turn the knob at the front and I open up what I like to call kind of like the inside of the seat. So we're opening up the inside of the seat. And then what we have here is we have seatbelt paths that are going to run, that are color coded, that tell you basically where to run the seatbelt through. So I'm fitting this forward facing, and this is a yellow forward facing seatbelt path. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it through that seatbelt path. Now, here is where you're different to every other seat that's out there on the market. Normally what you would do with all the other seats on the market is you would now go and you'd go, okay, this is loose and I need to kind of tighten it up and all of this sort of stuff and really get in there and adjust everything and so on. But with this particular product, you actually don't need to do any of that. It's self-tightening. It has a self-tightening mechanism within it. So basically, as long as I just close that like that, and lock it in like so. Maybe I need to push it a little bit. There we go, like that. Sorry, just didn't have the right angle on it. So that was what was happening there with me, was I was pushing it on one side and not towards the center, so it wasn't clicking into the mechanism. So as long as you're pushing it down on the center like that. So all I did was just fit the seatbelt in, not firmly, but just feed it through without a lot of slack, and then I just push that down, right? And now what I have is a very firmly fitted seat, right? So I didn't have to do any kind of really hardcore shaking or tightening or fitting any devices. I've got something that's very, very securely locked into the thing by just feeding the seatbelt through and pushing that down. So a couple of the tips with the Be First. Tips on the Be First restraint is basically do not tighten the seatbelt, just feed it through and push down the adjuster or the click tight lid, and then you're correctly fitted. And then the last thing, like all restraints, you've got to hook on your top tether and away you go. Okay, so how do we tighten the restraint or the seatbelt on the Be First? Feed it through, click it down, away you go. All right, thanks very much for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button that looks like this, and we'll see you next time.